Red Sea on fire. How the United States is waging war against the Houthis. March 5th, 2025, Yemen, the Red Sea. At 2:42 p.m. local time, an American MQ-9 Reaper combat drone operating as part of the U.S. 5th Fleet Task Force was shot down by targeted anti-aircraft fire from a Houthi-operated air defense system stationed in Yemen's Taiz province. The Reaper, worth $30 million, was reduced to smoke and debris within seconds. $30 million of American taxpayer money falling into the Red Sea in pieces. This marked the 11th such incident in just 2 months. Washington's silence didn't last long. In this video, we'll break down how the U.S. responded and what new developments can be expected from the region. Since the beginning of January 2025, Houthi forces have attacked 176 commercial and military vessels in the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden. Of those, 137 were civilian ships. In February alone, ships from Germany, India, and South Korea came under fire. 2 were seriously damaged. 3 crew members were killed. And now, yet another escalation. This is happening with a new U.S. president in office, one known for being more aggressive and confrontational, Donald Trump. On March 6th, Trump issued a short but forceful statement. They shot down our drone. They're playing with fire. It's time to bring peace to the region the American way. In response to the escalating Houthi attacks in the Red Sea, the Pentagon launched a military operation against the insurgent group. The official name of the operation has not been disclosed, but one word sums it up: retaliation. Midnight, March 15th, 12:10 a.m. The destroyers USS Gravely and USS Carney, positioned in the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, the southern gateway to the Red Sea from the Indian Ocean, launched a salvo of 42 Tomahawk cruise missiles. The first wave of strikes targeted Sana'a, the capital of rebel-held Yemen. The focus was military infrastructure, airfields, barracks, command centers. These were not random strikes. Each target was selected based on months of reconnaissance and satellite analysis. The precision was surgical. The Houthis lost control of key logistics hubs, their primary drone base was destroyed, and their radar monitoring center near the city of Hamdan was eliminated. Up to 40% of their air defense capabilities were neutralized. As the Houthis struggled to regroup, just 45 minutes later, FA-18 fighter bombers from the aircraft carrier Harry S. Truman entered the fight. They struck a power station in the Dayan district and hit 11 additional targets in Sada province. Simultaneously, U.S. Air Force B-1B Lancer strategic bombers carried out a separate strike. Taking off from Incirlik Air Base in Turkey, they flew approximately 1,700 miles without entering Houthi-controlled airspace and hit drone-related infrastructure. Among the primary targets were drone hangars storing Shahed 136s, the same drones the Russian military has used to terrorize Ukrainian cities. These drones carry warheads weighing around 110 pounds, approximately 50 kilograms. If one were to strike a multi-story residential building, it could destroy the entire structure and kill everyone inside. The strike was carried out using AGM-158B JASSM-ER missiles, high-precision air-to-surface cruise missiles, designed to eliminate heavily fortified targets from long distances without exposing aircraft to enemy air defenses. Their range is about 600 miles or roughly 980 kilometers. It's equipped with a WDU-42B penetrator warhead weighing 1,000 pounds or roughly 450 kilograms, capable of breaching reinforced concrete structures and hardened bunkers. The B-1B Lancer strategic bomber can carry up to 24 AGM-158B JASSM-ER cruise missiles. Based on that, it's estimated that 48 missiles may have been used in the strike. According to unconfirmed reports, not only were Houthi support personnel killed during the attack, but also several Iranian military advisors. But the nightmare for the Houthis did not end there. The operation was picked up by F-15E Strike Eagles based in Qatar and the United Arab Emirates. They struck 2 high-rise buildings in Yemen's Ib province that had been turned into weapons depots by the Houthis after forcibly evicting civilians. The insurgents had likely hoped that the United States would avoid striking what appeared to be residential structures. However, U.S. intelligence was not fooled. The strikes were precise and timely, carried out with GBU-53B guided glide bombs, each weighing approximately 200 pounds or 93 kilograms. If you think this marked the end of the U.S. response, you're mistaken. The United States has a vast arsenal with weapons for every kind of enemy. On the night of March 17th to 18th, 2025, U.S. B-52H Stratofortress strategic bombers launched strikes on targets in Yemen's capital. The intended targets were government buildings and military facilities tied to the Ansar Allah movement, commonly known as the Houthis. While no official confirmation has been provided regarding the exact types of munitions used, it's widely assumed, based on established B-52 operational patterns, that the bombers deployed several variants of guided bombs. Among the likely candidates is the GBU-31 JDAM, a 2,000-pound, approximately 900-kilogram GPS-guided bomb designed for penetrating hardened structures. Also probable is the GBU-38 JDAM, a 500-pound, around 227 kilograms precision bomb, effective against storage sites, command posts, and military vehicles. There's also a possibility that GBU-53B Stormbreaker bombs were used smart glide munitions featuring a tri-mode guidance system capable of striking moving targets in adverse weather conditions. According to Houthi sources, 53 people were killed as a result of the airstrike, including 5 children and 2 women. In reality, the number of insurgents killed was likely underreported, while civilian casualties may have been exaggerated. Throughout all phases of this retaliatory U.S. operation, the EA-18G Growler played a crucial role. This carrier-based electronic warfare aircraft, developed by Boeing on the FA-18F Super Hornet platform, is designed to suppress and destroy enemy air defense systems and provide electronic support to strike groups. As a result of its involvement, the Houthis were unable to intercept a single missile or shoot down any aircraft. In fact, the Growler is not just an electronic warfare platform, it's a capable fighter in its own right. It carries AGM-88 HARM and AIM-120 AMRAAM missiles. In Yemen, it successfully destroyed a Houthi Mi-24 helicopter using an AGM-88E HARM missile. You might think the Houthis would back down after all this. Unfortunately, that was not the case. On March 23rd, they launched a Badr-1 missile at Israel. The Badr-1 is a short-range ballistic missile developed with the assistance of Iranian specialists. It's assembled on Yemeni soil using components supplied from Iran and other allied nations. The missile is essentially an unguided rocket designed for ground target strikes. It has a range of approximately 100 miles or 160 kilometers and carries a high-explosive fragmentation warhead. It's designed to detonate about 20 meters above ground level, dispersing shrapnel over an area with a diameter of up to 350 meters. Fortunately, Israel's air defense systems successfully intercepted the missile, and no casualties were reported. The following day, the Houthis attacked the Panamanian oil tanker MV Huangpu in the Red Sea using Chinese-made subsonic C-802 anti-ship missiles equipped with armor-piercing warheads weighing approximately 364 pounds or 165 kilograms. Out of the 6 missiles launched, 1 struck the vessel, igniting a fire that was extinguished within 30 minutes. The crew was safely evacuated and there were no reported injuries. In response, on April 18, 2025, the United States carried out airstrikes targeting the Houthi-controlled Ras Isa oil terminal in Yemen. According to Houthi sources, 20 people were killed and more than 50 wounded. The objective was to cut off the Houthis' access to fuel and financial resources. Notably, after the U.S. strikes between March 15th and 18th, the United Nations Security Council convened briefings to discuss the situation in Yemen and the consequences of the American air campaign. During these sessions, representatives from Russia and China voiced concerns over Washington's actions. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov called for an immediate end to the airstrikes and urged a shift toward diplomatic resolution. The Chinese delegate emphasized the importance of dialogue and de-escalation, opposing further military escalation in the region. Following this, the United States accused the Chinese company CGSTL of providing satellite imagery to the Houthis, which may have been used to coordinate attacks on international shipping vessels. As of now, China's not issued any official response to the allegations. It's hardly surprising that with the strong backing of 2 out of the world's 3 major powers, the Houthis remain emboldened and show no intention of halting their operations. This is inflicting massive damage on global trade and delivering a serious blow to the West's reputation. The entire world is witnessing how the United States and the United Kingdom appear incapable of suppressing a group of insurgents supported by Iran with China and Russia lurking in the background? To truly put an end to the attacks on commercial shipping, a full-scale ground operation would be required, but Washington will not take that risk. A ground war in Yemen could drag the U.S. into another prolonged and costly entanglement, just like Afghanistan and before that Vietnam, all while already dealing with an escalating war in Ukraine and growing tensions with China. The White House won't gamble on that, and without U.S. involvement, no other Western nation is likely to step in. As a result, it's likely that we'll continue witnessing Houthi attacks on commercial vessels in the Red Sea for a long time to come, and the smug smiles of Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin as they watch America try to respond from the air. But airstrikes alone are like trying to punish the sea by whipping it with a stick. What do you think it would take to end the conflict in the Red Sea, and when might that happen? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.